the drill square, from where he will take position to command the parade. Understudy Senior Under Officer Jyoti Bisht and Understudy Junior Under Officer C.H. Anoni are both cadets of the junior course who have been specially selected to escort the reviewing officer. Behind these corporals, marching towards the saluting dais, are Major Rishabh Srivastav, the Assistant Adjutant, and Subedar Major Bhakta Bahadur Thapa, the Drill Subedar Major, followed by two Lancers on horseback. The Lancers on the horseback are Understudy Sergeant Pahuldeep Singh and Gentleman Cadet Navteshwar Singh. They will take up positions on either side of the ceremonial arc and escort the reviewing officer to the saluting dais. The Lancers on either side of the drill square are Understudy Sergeant Adya Jha, Woman Cadet Ashwini ST, Gentleman Cadet Aranjit Singh and Gentleman Cadet Abhyudit Chauhan. The markers are lined up on the inspection line from left to right as you see them. They are Company Sergeant Major Rakshit Pal Singh Shaktawat, Company Sergeant Major Gaurav Rai, Company Sergeant Major Chandan Mandal, Company Quartermaster Sergeant Rohit Kumar, Company Quartermaster Sergeant Ashish Kumar, and Company Quartermaster Sergeant Himanshu Singh Chauhan. Ladies and gentlemen, in a short while from now, the advance call will be sounded, which will set the stage for the contingents to march in.
The advance call having been sounded, the stage is now set for the contingents to march in. I am certain the parents, friends and relatives of the passing out course cadets have been waiting with bated breath to witness the impressive and grand entry of these magnificent men and women, surging forward in perfect unison through the magnificent fort gate into the Parmeshwaran parade ground. Today is a red-letter day for all of them. Attired in their immaculate uniforms, matching steps in unison, swinging arms in perfect harmony, heads held high with pride and elan, and their hearts afire with zeal and enthusiasm, the budding officers vow to declare in unison, not with dreams, but with blood and iron, shall a nation be molded at last.
It would not be wrong to say that the predecessors of these young men and women have had a major role to play in defining India's destiny. They have fought in conventional and unconventional wars, be it in defending our own country or even in foreign lands like Somalia, Congo, Sudan, and providing assistance to Sri Lanka and Maldives.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Academy colors, also known as the Nishan, will shortly be brought onto the drill square. The colors, being the reward for collective heroism, have always marked the pride of a regiment. Men have made the supreme sacrifice, displaying acts of death-defying courage and unflinching loyalty to save this very piece of colored silk, reverently called the colors. Colors are the symbols that appeal with an irresistible force to the loyalty of those who are beneath their folds and speaks to them of the glories and greatness of the past.
देवियों और सज्जनों, अब से थोड़ी ही देर में अकेडमी कलर्स, जिसे कि निशान भी कहा जाता है, परेड मैदान पर लाया जाएगा। ये सामूहिक बहादुरी का प्रतीक है और हमेशा से ही सभी के लिए गर्व का स्रोत रहा है। चिरकाल से बहादुर योद्धाओं ने इसी रेशमी कपड़े के लिए अदम्य साहस का परिचय अपने प्राणों का सर्वोच्च बलिदान देकर दिया है।
As befits the solemn occasion, and as a mark of respect to the colors, the parade will present a general salute with arms. May I request you all to rise. Those in uniform will salute.
देवियों और सज्जनों, निशान के सम्मान में परेड जनरल सैल्यूट देगा। आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि जब निशान को परेड पर लाया जाए तो कृपया अपने स्थान पर खड़े हो जाएं। वर्दीधारी कृपया सैल्यूट करें।
The contingents in front of you represent the companies which have been named after the famous battlefields in India and abroad, where our brave soldiers have proved their mettle. In the contingents formed in front of you, the first contingent from the left is Naushera Company and is commanded by Senior Under Officer Sakshi Dubey. The other appointments are Battalion Cadet Adjutant Bhanu Karki, Junior Under Officers Nimratpreet Kaur, Bibhuti Kumar, Ishan Mukherjee, and Company Quartermaster Sergeant Ashish. The sergeants of the company are Kuldeep Singh, Shubham Damani, and Chirag Raikwad. The second contingent from the left is Philora Company and is commanded by Senior Under Officer Anmol Singh. The other appointments are Battalion Under Officer Shivam Rana, Junior Under Officers Karthik Bharadwaj, Priya Yadav, Omega Lalrupuya Poi, and Company Quartermaster Sergeant Rohit. The sergeants of the company are Poonam Chaudhary, Vidhatri Bharti, and Sange Wangchuk. The third contingent from the left is Mektila Company and is commanded by Senior Under Officer Ajay Kumar A. The other appointments are Junior Under Officers Sahil Dahima, Apurva Shah, Rahul Yadav, and Company Quartermaster Sergeant Joshua Marcel Lobo. The sergeants of the company are Rakshit Rotela, Apurv Dikshit, and Jatin Solanki. The fourth contingent from the left is Jasami Company and is commanded by Senior Under Officer Priyanka Rana. The other appointments are Battalion Cadet Adjutant PM Ganpati, Junior Under Officers Tejas Milind Dobe, Pius Mudgil, Tane Sanjay Yerne, and Company Sergeant Major Mali Paresh Kailash. The sergeants of the company are Chirag Arora, Daksh Raj Sharma, and Kunal Dudi. The fifth contingent from the left is Zojala Company and is commanded by Senior Under Officer Mukesh Chaudhary. The other appointments are Battalion Under Officer Mehak Saini, Junior Under Officers Suraj Singh Mehra, Ahan Kumar, Akash Kumar Pandey, and Company Sergeant Major Rupesh Kumar Shukla. The sergeants of the company are Shashank Tiwari, Thakur Tejasvi Singh, and Nitin Kumar Dhaya. The sixth contingent from the left is Kohima Company and is commanded by Senior Under Officer Natrajan Shiva. The other appointments are Junior Under Officers Bhalerao Siddesh, Sandeep Singh Rawat, Naina, and Company Sergeant Major Yogesh Chaturvedi. The sergeants of the company are Shivangi Singh, Himanshu Tiwari, and Supriya Tiwari. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end standing smartly is the Academy Cadet Adjutant Ajay Singh Gill.
An impressive tally of gallantry awards of 1 Paramveer Chakra, 8 Ashok Chakras, 10 Mahavir Chakras, 22 Kirti Chakras, 63 Veer Chakras, 120 Shaurya Chakras, and 587 Sena medals earned by the officers commissioned from this academy bear testimony to the valor and dedication displayed by the alumni of this institution. In the recent past, Lieutenant Navdeep Singh, Lieutenant Sushil Khajuria, Major Mukund Varadrajan, Colonel Munindranath Rai, Major David Manlin, Major Vibhuti Shankar Dondyal, Major Kaustubh Rane, and Colonel Ashutosh Sharma, who have passed out from this academy, made the supreme sacrifice in various operations. Lieutenant Navdeep Singh and Major Mukund Varadrajan were awarded the Ashok Chakra on 26 January 2012 and 15th August 2014 respectively. Lieutenant Sushil Khajuria and Major David Manlin were awarded the Kirti Chakra on 25th September 2011 and 9 January 2017 respectively. Colonel Munindranath Rai and Major Vibhuti Shankar Dondyal were awarded the Shaurya Chakra on 27 January 2015 and 18th February 2019 respectively. Major Kaustubh Rane was awarded Bharata Sena Medal on 7th August 2018. Major Abhishek Singh was awarded the Shaurya Chakra on 15th August 2022. These names will always inspire the gentlemen and women cadets passing out when they take their final step at the Officers Training Academy and first step as an officer of this illustrious organization. This, no doubt, will inspire these young men and women to emulate the gallant deeds of these brave officers as and when the day of reckoning comes.
The officer on the extreme left, mounted on the Charger Ruby, is the adjutant of the Officers Training Academy, Lieutenant Colonel Avshesh Singh Shergill. He joined National Defense Academy in the year 2005. Senior under officer among his course in Indian Military Academy, he was commissioned into the 5th Battalion, the Jammu and Kashmir Rifles, Suraj Gorkha, on 12th of December 2009. Lieutenant Colonel Avshesh Singh has a rich experience of serving on the line of control and line of actual control, and has actively participated in Operation Rakshak, Operation Snow Leopard, and Operation Hifazat, both in Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, and Manipur. The officer has served as General Staff Officer 2 at Directorate General of Military Operations, Army Headquarters, from July 2016 to August 2018. The officer was deputed as military observer to Democratic Republic of Congo and has a unique distinction of being one of the first 2 Indian military observers deployed in Republic of Yemen, where he served as Chief Operations Officer in the year 2019. The officer is a graduate of prestigious Defense Services Staff College, Wellington, and has been awarded the Chief of Army Staff Commendation Card in the year 2012, gallantry for carrying out an avalanche rescue operation at 17,000 feet in Kargil sector.
In a short while from now, the Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor of the Academy, Major General Vikram Kumar, will be arriving. Major General Vikram Kumar assumed the appointment of Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor of Officers Training Academy on 11th March 2021. An alumnus of the 72nd course of National Defense Academy, Khadakwasla, the General Officer got commissioned into the Armored Corps on 11th June 1988. A second-generation cavalry officer, he went on to command his regiment, the 64th Cavalry, and subsequently commanded an independent armored brigade deployed in field area counterinsurgency in the western sector, followed by the challenging command of a counterinsurgency force deployed in Jammu and Kashmir. The officer is a graduate of Defense Services Staff College, Wellington, and has also attended the prestigious Higher Air Command course at the College of Air Warfare, Secunderabad. The General Officer has tenanted various command, staff, and instructional appointments, to include aide-de camp to General Officer Commanding of an Armored Division, Company Commander of an Assam Rifles Battalion deployed in Operation Falcon, Brigade Major of an Armored Brigade in a Strike Corps, Director, Staff and Coordination in Master General of Ordnance Branch and Brigadier Quartermaster of a Strike Corps. His instructional appointments include Instructor Class C in School of Technical Training, Armored Corps Center and School, Ahmednagar, Directing Staff at Defense Services Staff College, Wellington, and Commander, School of Armored Warfare at Armored Corps Center and School, Ahmednagar. The General Officer was awarded the Chief of Army Staff Commendation Card for Distinguished Service in the year 2014. He is a multifaceted and vibrant personality with impressive social and leadership skills. He is a well-read professional, magnificent sportsman, and mentor who ensures professional excellence of men under his command. The General Officer is also the Colonel of the 64th Cavalry since 20th February 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, Major General Vikram Kumar, Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor of the Officers Training Academy, Chennai.
In a short while from now, the Commandant of the Academy, Lieutenant General Sanjeev Chauhan, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Yudh Seva Medal, will be arriving. Lieutenant General Sanjeev Chauhan, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Yudh Seva Medal, was commissioned into 1st Gorkha Rifles, the Malon Regiment, on 19th of December 1987. The officer has a rich experience in counter-terrorism, border management, disaster management, and defense resource management. His operational experience is diverse and includes commanding a platoon in the Siachen Glacier, a company in Operation Vijay, a battalion in Kashmir, a mountain brigade in Manipur, a mountain division in Upper Assam and Arunachal Pradesh, and a foreign training team in Bhutan as Commandant Indian Military Training Team. He's also been a sector commander in the United Nations mission in Sudan, in the Ristai Vilayat, or provinces of Western Bahrain and South Kordofan, during the civil war in undivided Sudan. During his service, the general officer has held many staff and instructional appointments. He has served at the Infantry School Mao, Director in Prospective Planning Directorate of Army Headquarters, at the Integrated Defense Headquarters, and the Brigadier General Staff of Indian Military Academy, Dehradun. The General Officer has been awarded the Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, the Yudh Seva Medal, the Chief of Army Staff Commendation, and the Force Commander's United Nations Mission Commendation. The officer has also received citations from the governors of South Kordofan, Central Equatoria, and Arunachal Pradesh for civil military cooperation. During his tenure as Commandant MTRAT, General Officer assisted and supervised the United Nations mission deployment for the first ever contingent of Royal Bhutan Army and prepared the roadmap for implementation of computing and cybersecurity module of National Service Program in Bhutan. For his dedication and selfless efforts, the General Officer received letter of appreciation from His Majesty the King of Bhutan, Chief Operations Officer, Royal Bhutan Army and Ambassador of India to Bhutan. The officer is academically inclined and holds 2 master's degree in Defense Studies and Business Administration. He's also been a Senior Research Fellow at India's oldest think tank, the United Service Institution of India, where he published the highly acclaimed book, China's Strategic Behavior. He is a prolific reader and has been a regular contributor in defense-related issues. Ladies and gentlemen, if you draw your attention towards the left, you will see a vehicle escorted by lancers in which the Commandant, as per tradition, is arriving. palms of their hands feckle with blood and calluses, stamping of their iron-soled feet, reverberating with fervor of valor, smiling through pain and standing up tall even after every fall. From the gentle shade of balmy laps of their mothers to scorching furnaces, our passing out cadets have come a long way, and today these scholar warriors bid adieu to the hallowed portals of the Parmeshwaran Drill Square.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant General Sanjeev Chauhan, Ati Vishesh Seva Medal, Yudh Seva Medal, the Commandant, Officers Training Academy, Chennai.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a short while from now, the General Officer Commanding-in-Chief, Southern Command, Lieutenant General Ajay Kumar Singh, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Yudh Seva Medal, Sena Medal, Vishisht Seva Medal will arrive shortly to take the salute. Lieutenant General Ajay Kumar Singh, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Yudh Seva Medal, Sena Medal, Vishisht Seva Medal is an alumnus of St. Gabriel's Academy, Roorkee, National Defense Academy, and the Indian Military Academy. He was commissioned into the 7th Battalion of the 11th Gorkha Rifles in December 1984. The General Officer is a graduate of Defense Services Staff College and has attended prestigious Higher Command and National Defense College courses. In his 38 years of distinguished military career, he has the distinction of tenanting challenging command and high appointments. In variegated terrains, he has had vast experience in counter-insurgency, high-altitude, glaciated, and desert operations. The General Officer commanded the 1st Battalion of the 11th Gorkha Rifles in intense counter-insurgency environment in Jammu and Kashmir, Independent Brigade in the Run and Creek sector on the Western Front, the Counter-Insurgency Force in Jammu and Kashmir, and 3 Shakti Corps in Northeast. The General Officer has rich experience by virtue of serving in varied instructional, staff, and regimental appointments, to include Colonel Military Operations at Military Operations Directorate, Brigadier Discipline and Vigilance, Adjutant General's Branch in Integrated Headquarters of Ministry of Defense, Additional Director General of Military Operations, and Director General Operational Logistics and Strategic Movement. He has also served as instructor at Commando Wing Belgaum, Deputy Assistant Adjutant and Quartermaster General in a high-altitude sector, Deputy Commandant and Commandant of 11th Gorkha Rifles Regimental Center. The General Officer was also Assistant Military Attaché at Pension Paying Office with the Military Wing at Embassy of India in Nepal. He is a recipient of Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Yudh Seva Medal, Sena Medal, and Vishisht Seva Medal, Chief of Army Staff, and General Officer Commanding-in-Chief Commendation Cards for his illustrious contribution to the service. An alumnus of Himalayan and Mountaineering Institute, Darjeeling, the General Officer is a keen trekker and mountaineer, having climbed Mount Rotang at 22,000 feet in Kanchenjunga Massif. He is a keen sportsman with interest in cycling, yoga, and is an ardent reader of spirituality, mythology, history, and nature. The General Officer has assumed the appointment of General Officer Commanding-in-Chief, Southern Command, on 1st of November 2022, and is also President Gorkha Brigade and Colonel 11th Gorkha Rifles and Sikkim Scouts.
Ladies and gentlemen, while the esteemed guest reaches the podium, allow us to remind you of a poem by Shri Harivansh Rai Bachchan. नन्ही चींटी जब दाना लेकर जाती है, चढ़ती दीवारों पर 100 बार फिसलती है। मन का विश्वास रगों में साहस भरता है, चढ़कर गिरना, गिरकर चढ़ना ना अखरता है। मेहनत उसकी बेकार हर बार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती। We're also reminded of another poem. कुछ करना है तो डट कर चल, थोड़ा दुनिया से हट कर चल। लीक पर तो सभी चल लेते हैं, कभी इतिहास को पलट कर चल। बिना काम के मुकाम कैसा, बिना मेहनत के दाम कैसा। जब तक ना हासिल हो मंजिल, तू राह में आराम कैसा। अर्जुन सा निशाना रख, मन में ना कोई बहाना रख। लक्ष्य सामने है, बस उसी पे अपना ठिकाना रख। सोच मत, साकार कर, अपने कर्मों से प्यार कर। मिलेगी तेरी मेहनत का फल, किसी और को ना इंतजार कर। Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant General Ajay Kumar Singh, Ati Vishish Seva Medal, Yudh Seva Medal, Sena Medal, Vishisht Seva Medal, General Officer Commanding in Chief, Southern Command.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments from now, we will all be enlightened by the arrival of the reviewing officer for today's parade. General S.M. Shafiuddin Ahmed, ABP, OSP, NDU, PSC, PhD, Chief of Army Staff, Bangladesh. He will arrive shortly to take the salute. General S.M. Shafiuddin Ahmed, SBP, OSP, NDU, PSC, PhD, has taken over the command of Bangladesh Army as the 17th Chief of Army Staff on the 24th of June 2021. The general was born on the 1st of December 1963 in a reputed Muslim and freedom fighters family in Kula. He was commissioned with the 9th BMA Long Course in the Corps of Infantry on the 23rd of December 1983 in Bangladesh Army. He has been maintaining a phenomenal military career, having the blend of command, staff, and instructional experiences at different levels with Bangladesh Armed Forces and overseas peacekeeping mission. His diversified command credential at Army level includes commanding Army Training and Doctrine Command. At division and brigade level, he commanded the only logistics formation of Bangladesh Army, an infantry division and an infantry brigade. Besides, he also commanded an infantry battalion and the 1st Bangladesh Battalion at Bangladesh Military Academy. He also has an iconic experience of commanding multinational forces in a startup peacekeeping mission as the Pioneer Deputy Force Commander in the United Nations Multi-Dimensional Integrated Stabilization Mission in the Central African Republic. After completion of commanding Army Training and Doctrine Command, General Shafiuddin assumed the prestigious appointment of Quartermaster General at Army Headquarters. General Shafiuddin has served as Brigade Major of an Infantry Brigade and Grade 1 Staff Officer at the Formation Headquarters. He was also the Adjutant of Barishal Cadet College. Ladies and gentlemen, General S.M. Shafiuddin Ahmed, SBP, OSP, NDU, PSC, PhD, Chief of Army Staff, Bangladesh, the reviewing officer of the parade.
Ladies and gentlemen, the parade commander is now moving forward to give the report to the reviewing officer of the parade.
श्रीमान ऑफिस ऑफ प्रेसिडेंट अकादमी चेन्नई 241 कैडेट परेड पर परेड नीचे जिले हाजिर नजारा कंपनी चला रहा है बाजी
The motto of the Academy is Serve with Honor, which epitomizes the code of conduct of a soldier in all times and situations. The Academy has honestly and zealously striven hard to inculcate this very lofty spirit in every cadet who passes out from here, so that they can live up to their motto even at the peril of their lives. It is nothing but that very sense of honor that may bring them back to their feet and send them in a last charge to hoist the nation's tricolor even on the most hazardous of mountain peaks. Proudly holding aloft the Academy colors, in the center of the parade ground stands the color party. The ensigned cadet is Senior Under Officer Shashank Tiwari, flanked by Company Sergeant Major L. Praveen Kumar and Company Sergeant Major Nitin Kumar Dhaya. It is a matter of great honor for these cadets to be carrying the colors. You will notice that the color party stands at attention throughout the parade.
आपके सामने परेड ग्राउंड या परमेश्वरन ड्रिल स्क्वायर हम सभी के मन में श्रद्धा और देशभक्ति की भावना को जगाता है। हम इस मैदान को अकेडमी के पवित्र स्थल के रूप में जानते हैं। यहाँ हमने सैन्य जीवन की अनिवार्यता जैसे सतर्कता, स्थिरता, सटीकता और पूर्णता को समझा और स्वीकार किया। ये परेड ग्राउंड इस एकेडमी के पूर्व छात्र और वीर सपूत स्वर्गीय मेजर रामास्वामी परमेश्वरन परमवीर चक्र को समर्पित है। मेजर रामास्वामी परमेश्वरन 32 इंडिपेंडेंट में कमीशन हुए थे, जिसे बाद में महर रेजिमेंट की 15वीं बटालियन का नाम दिया गया और 16 जनवरी 1972 को 12वीं शॉर्ट सर्विस कमीशन कोर्स नॉन टेक्निकल का हिस्सा बनी। इसके तुरंत पश्चात वह 8वीं बटालियन द महर रेजिमेंट में पोस्टेड हुए और 1987 में श्रीलंका जाने के लिए भारतीय शांति सेना का हिस्सा बने। 25 नवंबर 1987 को श्रीलंका में 8 महर के कंपनी कमांडर के रूप में सेवा करते हुए लिबरेशन टाइगर तमिल ईलम ने उनकी सैन्य टुकड़ी पर एम्बुश लगाकर हमला किया। इस भयंकर लड़ाई के दौरान वह गंभीर रूप से घायल हो गए। अपनी गंभीर चोटों की परवाह ना करते हुए वह वीर योद्धा अपने जवानों को प्रेरित करते हुए वीरगति को प्राप्त हुए। दुश्मन के विरुद्ध असाधारण वीरता, ड्यूटी के प्रति उच्चतम समर्पण और बलिदान के लिए इस महान नायक को देश के सर्वोच्च वीरता पुरस्कार परमवीर चक्र से सम्मानित किया गया। इस ऑपरेशन में हमने एक बहादुर योद्धा को खो दिया, लेकिन भारत के इस वीर सपूत का ये परम बलिदान हमेशा भारतीय सेना और ऑफिसर्स ट्रेनिंग एकेडमी के इतिहास के पन्नों पर स्वर्णिम अक्षरों से दर्ज रहेगा। The parade commander is now returning to his position to take command of the parade and lead the marching contingents in front of the reviewing officer. The precise movements as the contingents wheel and march to the famous martial tunes exemplify the training imbibed by the cadets in a grueling 1 year at the academy. Being an officer means, above all, being a leader of men. Officers Training Academy is the ideal opportunity for these young cadets to imbibe important aspects of leadership like courage, stamina, team spirit, physical fitness, mental toughness, and the will to win. This value system is very faithfully upheld by all the cadets of the academy. In fact, they tend to develop a motto which says, "Winning is not everything, it is the only thing."
contingents have started the quick march to the tune Gangotri. Their swords and badges are shimmering in the morning light, pledging everlasting fidelity to our country. On their shoulders will rest enormous responsibilities from this day on. As young subalterns, they will be guarding many a frontier post in the ice-capped mountains, where survival itself is a challenge. Whether it is the numbing cold of the glaciers in the north, the stormy desert frontiers in the west, or the dense forests of the east, these young men and women will safeguard the honor and integrity of the nation always and every time. It is their duty to ensure the defense of the motherland, which will help the nation to grow from strength to strength. In their minds, they are convinced that they who for their country die shall fill an honored grave. For the glory lights the soldier's tomb, and beauty weeps the brave. Today, the Officers Training Academy proudly boasts of having a number of decorated officers amongst its alumni. They made their mark during the 1971 operation, wherein Major Kuldeep Singh Chandrapuri and Lieutenant S.S. Sharma were awarded Mahavir Chakra respectively. 25 Veer Chakras, 42 Sena Medal were also awarded during the operation, for which he celebrated the Swarnim Vijay Varsh to remember the 54 bravehearts who gave their supreme sacrifice for the motherland.
देवियों और सज्जनों, आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि जब निशान आपके सामने से गुजरे तो उनकी गरिमा को देखते हुए आप खड़े हो जाएं। वर्दीधारी कृपया सैल्यूट करें। The contingents are now marching to the tune of the Academy song Roshni, the anthem of the Officers Training Academy. This is the song that instills pride in our cadets and spurs them to meet the stiff challenges of training undaunted and scale new heights of excellence. Lyrics of this song were written by Major General N. Vishwanathan, the 12th Commandant of this academy, and reads thus: भारत के हम जवान पर्वत के हैं समान, हम देश को उज्जवल बनाएंगे, एकता उमंग और वीरता के संग बहादुरी की रोशनी फैलाएंगे। In front of you is the military band of the Officers Training Academy, Chennai, commanded by Naib Subedar Tony Wong K of this academy. The cadets march smartly as the gods look down benevolently upon them, showering them with their blessings. These cadets look forward to a glorious and challenging life in the Indian Army as officers. What awaits them is an opportunity to serve in the most remote locations on the frontiers of our country and mingle with different people and tribes that together constitute this great nation. सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा. We're all familiar with the tune being played by the band. This inspiring tune stirs in every Indian an unmatched patriotic fervor and has motivated many young men and women during our freedom struggle. The weather gods seem to be smiling today as the golden rays of the sun shine down benevolently upon the glowing faces of these young men and women. In all nations, martial music has accompanied feats of arms, serving the twofold purpose of inspiring the troops to fight and as a method of conveying orders. It was used in time of battle as means of exciting that grand passion, which the fiercest of oration could not. Playing this inspiring music today, we have two bands. These bands are the Officers Training Academy Military Band, led by Naib Subedar Tony Monk, Maratha Light Military Band, led by Naib Subedar Ishwarande. Moving behind the line of contingents is Lieutenant Colonel Avshesh Singh Shergill, 5th Battalion, the Jammu and Kashmir Rifles Regiment, astride his charger Ruby. Ruby was inducted into the Equitation Section of Officers Training Academy in April 2022. It will be its first passing out parade as the charger of Adjutant. Adjutant is the custodian of drill, discipline, and turnout. And in this task, he is proficiently assisted by the Assistant Adjutant, Major Rishabh Srivastav of the 5th Battalion, the Grenadiers Regiment, and the drill staff, headed by Subedar Major Bhakta Bahadur Thapa of 4th Battalion, the 3rd Gorkha Rifles. The parade will now march in Samiksha Kram and present a general salute to the reviewing officer for today's parade.
समीक्षा क्रम में मध्यम से चल
The parade has now formed up for the presentation of awards. Towards the left of the drill square, you can see Company Havildar Major Virendra Singh, drill instructor of the academy, marching smartly towards Naushera Company, the previous term champions. The Chief of Army Staff banner will be returned to the academy by Junior Under Officer Bibhuti Kumar of Naushera Company. It shall later be presented to the champion company of this term.
It is rightly said that there is no substitute to hard work, and faith in oneself is the most important tool to success. We can see the passing out cadets finally bearing the fruit of their unflinching determination as they stand proudly to be felicitated.
The coveted awards being presented to the passing out course are Sword of Honor, Officers Training Academy Gold Medal, Silver Medal, Bronze Medal, and the Chief of Army Staff.
The test of time, especially during our liberation war in 1971. Therefore, at this stage, I like to take this opportunity to pay my deep respect to all those officers and men of Indian Armed Forces who made supreme sacrifices during our glorious War of Liberation in 1971. I also recall with great respect and high esteem the officers and men of Indian Army who trained our freedom fighters and fought alongside them in 1971. I also like to thank the Indian people who had shown empathy to the people of Bangladesh during our hard times. At this auspicious moment, I pay my tribute to the greatest Bengali leader of all time, our father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, for whose vision and resolute leadership we got our independence. I pay my homage to our 3 million martyrs of Bangladesh who made supreme sacrifice during the War of Liberation in 1971. I would also like to pay my tribute to the martyrs of Bangladesh and Indian Army who made supreme sacrifices, both home and abroad, for the cause of our countries. Dear cadets, today You, the proud cadets of Officers Training Academy, are going to be commissioned in your respective armies. My heartfelt congratulations to you all on your successful completion of this long, arduous training in this prestigious, great institution. The life of an army officer is full of challenges, risk, and hardship, but also abundantly rewarding. As you commence your challenges journey, allow me to remind you to uphold your dignity and worthy image not only to your armies, but also to the great people of your countries at all times and in all places. Dear cadets, your leadership qualities, which have been sharpened by this academy, as a competent leader, you can take your army to desired standard. In your subsequent days, whichever situation you find, be confident that you have appropriate training to handle those. Trust the training that you have received in this academy. Take charge of your men and women and always try better, do better than what you did yesterday. Learn from every challenges you face. In the military, we are trained to fight and win wars. Failure is never an option. Have conviction in yourself and never forget your oath to protect your nation, even at the cost of your life. Distinguished, proud parents and guardians, I'd also like to acknowledge your contributions for the graduating cadets. You have voluntarily offered the services of your children for the nation, possibly the greatest sacrifice by the parents. I am sure you all are feeling proud today that your children shall carry the flame of honor. I can feel your happiness, joy, and contentment. There is no greater feeling of pride for a parent than to see his or her child succeed in life. And all of your children have done that to make you proud. The pledge of ultimate sacrifice for the nation is the greatest promise of anyone's life. For that, they shall need and shall continue to seek your encouragement and guidance. My dear cadets, you all have endured an exhausted and difficult journey of academic and training curriculum. Compliments to you all for your accomplishment. I admire your wonderful turnout, crisp, energetic, and lively drill. I am aware of the high standard of parade of this Officers Training Academy, Chennai. And I am impressed by your performance and feel delighted to witness this spirited event personally today morning. I convey my felicitation to the Commandant, all officers, instructors, staff, and other members of this premier institution whose relentless efforts have brought about this successful event today. I am especially delighted to see the officers cadets from Bhutan who have successfully completed their training. My congratulations to you all, your government, and the countrymen for receiving such fine officers into their armed forces. I wish you good luck, safe journey back home, and serve your nation with utmost sincerity, dedication, and dignity. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end, once again, my felicitation to the cadets for this marvelous display. My appreciation to the Commandant and his able team for producing a fine band of future leaders for the respective armies. May the Almighty Allah bless us all. I wish continuous glory and success of Officers Training Academy, Chennai, and Indian Army in the days to come. Long live Bangladesh-India friendship. Thank you all.
The Academy colours will now be trooped out. Parade will present a general salute to the colours. May I request you all to rise. Those in uniform will salute.
Nişan tale! Kaynağı dışa bırakıma!
passing out cadets are now all set to take formal leave from this academy. For them, the hour has come to bid adieu to the Officers Training Academy, which has been their home for 1 year. They will come forward in slow march, past the saluting dais, taking their final steps to the tune of Antim Pag. As the cadets will reach the Antim Pag, there will be a fly past by 1 Cheetah and 2 Chetak helicopters to honor the success of the cadets of the passing out course. This melody of Antim Pag, the lyrics of which were composed by Robert Burke, has never failed to bring back memories to many minds, nostalgia to many hearts, and tears to many eyes. Time and tide wait for none. Yet another group of cadets pass out of the academy. They bid adieu to their alma mater, leaving behind memories entwined between the pages of time. Our flag does not fly because the wind moves it. It flies with the last breath of every soldier who made the supreme sacrifice protecting it. Ladies and gentlemen, please look forward. You can see 1 Cheetah and 2 Chetak helicopters of 665 Army Aviation Squadron in PATS formation, proudly carrying the national flag, the Army flag, and the Officers Training Academy flag approaching towards the saluting dais. The formation is led by Lieutenant Colonel Arjun Sharma and assisted by Major Vikas Yadav. The second helicopter is flown by Lieutenant Colonel Balakrishna Patil and assisted by Major Sujan Banerjee. The third helicopter is flown by Major Kunal Narula and assisted by Major Rishabh Raj. This formation is controlled by Major Shantanu. The 665 Army Aviation Squadron was raised as 665 Air Operations Squadron. It was raised at Nasik Road on 2nd April 1973 under the leadership of Lieutenant Colonel M.M. Bapna, Sena Medal, Vishisht Seva Medal. As these helicopters fly past the majestic Parmeswaran Rail Square, it will shower the petals of blessings on the cadets of the passing out course.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, comes the defining moment, the time for which this solemn ceremony is being held. The passing out cadets will go past the saluting dais in slow march, taking their final step through the ceremonial arc. No doubt for the passing out cadets, there is a sense of achievement, and for their parents, a sense of great pride. But unheard and unfelt is the transformation and expectation which this occasion demands from each one of them. A momentous occasion indeed, unforgettable and enthralling. I am certain they will forever relive this moment. Even today, all officers experience that nostalgic quiver whenever they hear the tune of Antim Pag, to the strains of which these young men and women pass out from the Officers Training Academy today. Dear cadets, our prayers will always be with you, wherever you go and whatever you do. May you survive many a storm without losing your calm. May you surmount many a challenge with dash and elan. May the sun never set over your ambitions and aspirations. May your days be always filled with sunshine and happiness. Our parting message to the passing out cadets is, make history if you can. Make a difference which you can. Now, as the batch of cadet appointments approach the final step, we quote from the Treaty of William Shakespeare. All the gods go with you, upon your sword sits laurel and victory, and smooth success be strewed before your feet.
The adjutant salute marks the end of parade. My heartiest congratulations to all our esteemed guests, parents, cadets, and officers training academy staffs on the successful completion of the splendid parade. Parents and relatives of the gentlemen and women cadets of the passing out course and all guests are requested to remain seated till the reviewing officer leaves the parade ground. देवियों और सज्जनों, आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि परेड ग्राउंड के मुख्य अतिथि के जाने तक आप सभी अपने स्थान पर बैठे रहें।
कंपनी सार्जेंट मेजर नितिन कुमार दिया निशान रक्षक सर।
Understudy senior and officer Jyoti Best VIP pilot sir. Understudy junior and officer stage Chilani VIP pilot sir. Understudy junior under officer Riya Singh commentary sir.
Gentleman Garrett Varun Bajia commentary sir.
Okay, बढ़ेगा धन्यवाद सामने से तेज